Hi everyone, it's Jess, and if you have watched my Heartless review, then you would know that I am currently home, which is from university, which is why there is a different setting here today. I'm here for the weekend, so I thought I would film some videos, and if you'd watched that video, sorry I'm in the same clothes. I'm filming a few videos on the same day, so don't judge me please. I haven't been wearing the same top for a few days if these videos go out on different days, so yeah, please don't judge me. So this video is about the TimeHopAthon. I'm going to be reading, this TimeHopAthon goes on from the, I've got a notepad here, so if I'm looking down that's why. So that is going on from the 20th to the 26th of February. It is hosted by I think 4 or 5 YouTubers. I shall post their videos and their channels below, so you can take part in that and yeah, have a look at their videos as well. So this is going to be my TBR video of what I plan to read over this next week. So they have a few challenges. So the first one is to read a classic. So my choice is, it's not a traditional classic. I'm pretty sure it is counted as a classic. I'm not hugely into classics. I remember being forced to try and read them whilst you're at school and stuff, and I hated them. So I'm going to try and, I wanted to try and ease myself into classics this year, and then sort of start with a few sort of easier ones that aren't particularly classics, and then go into ones that are sort of the traditional classics. So my first read is Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. So yeah, I haven't read this book before. I've watched the films and adaptations, and I've just read Heartless, so I thought it'd be a good time to sort of read this book. I would count it as a classic. I mean, it was written years and years and years ago, so to me that's a classic. Past 100 years to me is a classic, so I'm going to read it for this challenge. So yeah, I am also going to do a wrap up after this week and Readathon has happened, so the TimeHopAthon, to let you know what I thought about all of these. So hopefully this will help me connect to the Heartless book a little bit more. I will pick up some more of the quotes and things like that, so I'm really excited to get into this book. I'm just going to read Alice Adventures in Wonderland, not the Through the Looking Glass. I do have that book as well, but I read quite slowly, so I want to try and get as much of the challenges through as possible. I mean, this one is about 200 pages. Usually I struggle to read about 50 pages a day, so yay. So the next challenge is read a childhood recommendation. So all of the YouTubers who are running this readathon have decided a few recommendations that they want you to read for this one. So I shall read them out now from my trusty notebook. So the first one is Anything by Beatrix Potter. The second one is The Magic Farawaytree by Enid Blyton. The third one is Trolls by Polly Horvath, something like that. And the fourth one is The Cricket in Times Square, and the fifth one is I think it was Junie B. Jones by Barbara Park. So I do have The Farawaytree, but again, it's quite a long book and I want to try and get through as many of these challenges as possible. So I have decided to read Anything by Beatrix Potter, because also we have one of these books, which is also a good thing because this is a book from home. It's one of my mum's copies that she used to read to us as a kid, so I thought it'd be really nice to sort of reminisce and read back through this one. So yeah, I thought that that would be a good idea. This is a lovely copy. It's got loads of illustrations and things like that throughout it. So it's really pretty. There's quite a few stories in here if I remember. So there is The Tale of Peter Rabbit, The Tale of Benjamin Bunny, The Tale of Flopsy Bunnies, The Tale of Mr. Todd, The Tale of Tom Kitten, The Tale of Samuel Whiskers, The Tale of Ginger and Pickles, The Tale of Pie and the Patty Pan, the Tale of, The Story of Miss Moppet, The Tale of Jemima Puddle Duck, The Tale of Mr. Jeremy Fisher, The Tale of Mrs. Tiddywink, and The Tale of Pigling Bland. So I am going to try and read through a few of these. I'm not going to read the whole thing because that will just take forever, and I don't really fancy reading like however many that was, like 8 children's stories. So yeah, I'm going to read through a few of these on Monday before I go home back to university. So I'm really excited to read through a few of these and just sort of reminisce and have a look through the stories we used to read as children. So yeah, that'll be a fun one. The third challenge is read a book released in 2016. Now I am currently reading this book. I'm not going to finish it before the 20th, I know, so I'm going to try and carry on with that. I'm going to count it as I read it for the challenge. If I finish it within the readathon, then I've read it as that challenge, even though I've started it a little bit already. As I said, I don't read that many pages per day, so I'm going to count it. So yeah, I'm currently reading A Fire and Stars. So I have taken off the dust jacket. I've left that at university just because I didn't want to ruin it on my journey. So yeah, I have also started, I don't know if you can see, I've started tabbing, just because trying to film my Heartless review was really difficult. I tried to film that a few times and I was just getting lost in what I was trying to say. I tried to do it over a few days and I just binned a few of them off just because I had no idea what I was saying and I was just rambling and it couldn't really get much from a video, to be honest. So I'm thinking tabbing is going to be a lot more easier to do a review on a book, and I want to try and review most of the books that I read, so I think that will be a good one. If you can see my bookmark there, so I think I'm about a fifth of the way through the book so far, as it said on Goodreads. I'm going to try and read through a lot this weekend before. At the moment I'm also taking part in the Readathon, so that is to read 3 of the books that you haven't read so far from your owl crates. So that goes on from, I think it was last week, up until the 26th as well, I think. So that's why I'm reading this one currently. I'm really enjoying it, but yeah, hopefully I can finish it within this week to count towards 2 of my readathons, so that'll be good because, you know, just try and mix all of them together and yeah, just try and cut down on my reading, but do as many challenges as possible. So yeah, there should be a review on this one once I'm done, but yeah, so far I'm really enjoying this book. I read through easily more than 50 pages the other day when I started this book, and it's really gripping me, so yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. If you want me to do a video on how I tab, then comment down below and that might come up soon. I'm debating on whether I want to do one, so yeah, if you're interested in why I tab, what I tab, what colours and things and what tabs I use, then put a comment down below and I'll do a video for that. So yeah, if I do finish those 3 books, then I will pick up another one, and hopefully 2 if I can finish that one as well to complete the TimeHopAthon challenge. So the 4th one is to read a dystopian or book set in the future. Now for this one, when I was first looking at the challenge, I was hoping that Illuminae was written in 2016, so I could read Illuminae and for the 2016 release and the book set in the future, but unfortunately it wasn't, so yeah, I couldn't count that as 2 challenges. I do really want to read that book, so if I finish these 3 books, I might buy that one and then read it for the book set in the future, because I really do want to get to that book. I find it really interesting. I really love how it's laid out, so I might buy that one. If not, I'm not completely sure what book I will read for book set in the future or the dystopian. I do have a few. I have the Hunger Games and things like that, and at home, so in Bristol for uni, so I might read that one. So yeah, I need to decide if one grips me for that particular challenge, and if I want to read one for that, but yeah, I haven't completely decided yet. The 5th challenge is to read a historical fiction. Now I have got a book for this, but it's not completely gripping me. It's on my TBR list, but I haven't, I don't know, it's not high on my TBR list. It hasn't been gripping me. I do want to read it, but it's not a book that I'm like rushing to get to. So that one is My Lady Jane, Not a Completely True Story. So it's about King Henry VIII's wives, one of his wives or his cousin or something like that, and they've sort of twisted history to sort of put a funny twist on it. I've heard a lot of good reviews for it, and I keep saying on people's videos that I will read it. I just don't know when yet. So hopefully I can get to that one soon, and I might read it for this particular challenge, because obviously it is a historical fiction, but it's not completely historical fiction. It has got a bit of a funny twist on it. So yeah, I might pick that one up if I finish all 3 of these books, and if Illuminae doesn't make its way onto my shelf. So yeah, that is the TimeHopAthon challenge, and this is my TBR video. I will do a wrap up video at the end, so after the 26th, once this finishes, to let you know what books I did actually pick up and how many I read and how many pages I read and stuff. So hopefully, I wanted to take part in a few readathons this year, just because it will spur me on and keep me sort of motivated to carry on reading when maybe I don't quite feel like it. So yeah, hopefully I shall see you again soon with a few videos, and yeah, happy reading, guys!